Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. My name is Melissa Joyce, and if you have not joined me before, welcome. And if you have, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a product that I received in my January Ipsy bag, and that is this MannaKadar Beauty blush. This is the Paradise blush, and on their website it's referred to as the Paradise Pearlized blush. And in my reviews, we tend to follow a pattern where I will talk about the company, talk about the product, and then either do a first impression, which is what this is today, or tell you what I know about the product through a bit of use. So because this is a first impression, we'll see what the color looks like going on, how it blends, and then I will give you my opinion. So let's start by talking about the company. I have not had any products before from MannaKadar, so this was a new one for me. I had a chance to go onto the website for MannaKadar Beauty and do a little bit of looking around. MannaKadar is the name of the founder of the line, who is a woman who has her bio and story as sort of the background of the brand. So the background talks about Manna being born in Paris, and the fashion capital of the world, fashion and beauty capital. There's a little bit of vague information about her being an entrepreneur and getting her stakes in the ground kind of thing, and then moving at the age of 16 to California. I'm not sure how much you can really prove yourself as a salesperson and marketing person before the age of 16, so it's a little vague what they referred to there. It talks about her going to California, having a beauty or cosmetics line that she ended up selling, going to school for doing business, being in banking for a while, and then getting back into tanning and beauty. So specifically this line of cosmetics was launched in 2012, and if you look at the kind of cosmetics they have, it is all your sort of standard stuff that you would expect through cosmetics, foundations, primers, blushes, lipsticks, eyeshadows, eyeshadow palettes, and then there's also a skincare line. None of the skincare lines, there's not a huge selection of things. It's not like you go to the skincare line, there's a number of different products. There's sort of like one eye product. There's, I think, one primer. If you go to the foundations, there's one line of foundations. So it is a brand that has a wide range of products, but not necessarily a lot of products within each range. It's not going to be the same as like a NYX or CoverGirl. Of course it's not going to be. It's a smaller brand. In looking around in the website, I was trying to sort of see where the price point fell, and it seems to be higher than drugstore, a little bit less than like Sephora kind of brands, from what I can tell. There are physical locations where you can buy the products from the website. They all seem to be in states and mostly around that sort of California, Arizona, that kind of area. So if you're somebody in Canada, you would have to be ordering mail order through the website. They do seem to put products into subscription boxes, which makes sense if you're an online brand, to try to get your name out there. I think the month before I signed up for Ipsy, there were a number of these that were distributed that had some problems with shattering on their way to the customer. I'm not sure if it was blush or bronzer that happened with, or an eyeshadow, but this one got to me with no problem whatsoever. If you live in the US and you order over $40 worth of their products, you do get free shipping. If you are international, it's going to be $35 flat rate for shipping. They do have parts of their website. I thought this was kind of interesting. They have an area where they give preset looks, and then you can buy the package of that look, and they call it mannequins. Play on MannaKadar, a mannequin. So you see what the person looks like, and you can order the products that they're wearing, the palettes, the lip things, all of that, which is a neat idea. I will say there wasn't a huge amount of diversity in the models that they were using to show the products. So if you were somebody with a deeper skin tone, you probably wouldn't be able to look at one of these models and then order all the products, because it doesn't necessarily show how it would do on deeper skin tones. They do talk about giving back on the website, that she gives to a number of charities that encourage women entrepreneurs, which is always a great thing to see. The color ranges are what I would say pretty standard for things like the lipsticks and the eyeshadows. When I looked at the eyeshadow palettes, they all seemed to be, there were I think 4 or 5, and they were all sort of plays on neutral palettes. There were no, you know, crazy standout colors. Same with the lipsticks. They were all, you know, pinks, peaches, reds, sort of browns and nudes. There wasn't any sort of crazy colors that you wouldn't see anywhere else. So I wasn't blown away with why I would necessarily get something from this company. But I guess that's why they're putting these out in subscription boxes, is because if you get a chance to use one of these and you love it, then you're more likely to order other products of theirs. They do talk about the founder trying to make products that are multi-purpose as much as possible. So they do talk about the blushes also being eyeshadows. I'm not so much of a pink eyeshadow person, but if you had more of a neutral or brown blush, then you really could use it as an eyeshadow as well. But I think that's sort of true of most blushes. I mean, you can use makeup anywhere on your face that you want to. So this is a product that has a pearlized finish, and they speak about this product being one that was previously in a palette and was so sort of loved or in demand that they pulled it out to put it into its own product. This is $19 on the website. This product here that I got in my Ipsy subscription bag is made in China, distributed through MannaKadar. It does have talc in it if you are somebody who is sensitive or concerned about that. This is 0.105 ounces or 3 grams. Now, in looking at the actual product that you would pay $19 for on the website, I couldn't find a weight listing of it anywhere. I don't know what size it is. And to be quite honest, it actually looks exactly like this product. I was looking at the picture of the product and the little video that they put out. The packaging looks exactly like this. And when they show the person in the video using it, sorry, it's not the easiest thing to open. It really does look like it's about this size, which is not huge. And it is kind of cheap packaging. So I don't really imagine that I would be very pleased if this is the actual blush that you get for the $19 with getting this. I mean, it is not a large product. The other blushes that they have seem to come in packaging that looks a little bit nicer and sturdier. It seems to be more of a screw top that you take off and just looks like it has a little bit more to it. But again, I wasn't able to see volume of product listed on the website. And also, when I was looking for this on the website, I also didn't see ingredients listed. So you wouldn't necessarily know what the ingredients were in here unless you called and asked them about it until you receive the product, because the ingredients are listed on a little peel-off slip on the back of here. On the website, this product is described as being a vivid cherry blossom pink that creates a beautiful glow to the face. It says it can also be used as an eyeshadow, that it's a custom formulation that offers especially light texture, which glides on smoothly and evenly. It provides the perfect amount of color, highly pigmented, universal shade, paraben-free, and cruelty-free. So we are going to try this on. It does say their other blushes come in 2 finishes, pearlized, which is what this is, and matte. I tend to be more of a fan of the, sorry, I'm just trying to get this open again. A bit more of a fan of matte blushes just because I have texture to my skin and pores and things, and I find that the matte blushes don't tend to highlight that as much, but that's a personal preference, not a reflection on the product. I have put my makeup on today, everything except any kind of blush, highlight, or bronzer, because I wanted to use this to give my face color today. And otherwise, it's just a very neutral, low-key makeup look. I'm going and doing a few business things today, so nothing too crazy going on. I mean, it's a good size to get this brush in there, and I do see that it's picking up on the brush. So it is pigmented. It gave me a bit more color than I necessarily wanted, but that's not the fault of the blush. That is the fault of me going a little too crazy with it. Also, it seems I've put it a little lower down on my cheek than I would like. Let's see if I can do the other side a little bit better. Tap it off this time. Description of this product describes it as a universally flattering shade. I do think it's quite nice. It is definitely pigmented, as they said. It seems to blend well. So I think in terms of the product itself, you know, it applies well. It looks nice, universally flattering. I don't know. I mean, I only have my skin to go by, but I am happy with how this looked. In terms of it being a thumbs up or thumbs down, I think that the product seems to be good. I think the color is nice. I do not think I would be happy paying $19 and receiving this. I mean, you can always say, and it is always true, that the product matters more than the packaging, but there's also an overall experience that you want to get with a product. And if I'm going to be spending, you know, the $19 plus shipping and all the rest of it, even forget the shipping, you know, I can go to a drugstore and get a blush, and there are some pretty good drugstore blushes for half the price of this, that are sort of packaged nicer and give me a nicer feeling when I'm taking it out on my vanity to do my makeup in the morning. So I think there is a nice product in here. I don't know that I would give it 2 thumbs up. I think it is fine. I think it is probably not going to make you happy for the price that it is if you are paying full price for this. As far as the rest of the range of the products, as I said, there's nothing there that really makes me so excited to buy something from them, because there's nothing that really seems unique or so different that I haven't seen it somewhere else, from a brand that I know perhaps a little bit better. And for brands that you don't know as well, you tend to want to get things from them if there's something very unique. So that is the review of this product. Is I do think it's pretty. I think as far as the product performs, it looks nice. I mean, I won't say that it's not a shade that I don't have other blushes like. I mean, it's not super unique, but it's a nice thing to receive in my Ipsy bag, and I enjoyed finding out a bit more about this product and this line. If I'm sent more of their products in future subscription bags, I will try more, because perhaps, you know, I will see there is a consistent quality to their products. But for now, I will enjoy having this blush, and I would say if you received one, that it's a good product. But I don't know that I would tell you to go out and buy one off of their website. So that's the review. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed but would like to do so, you can either click on the subscribe button down below or on my face, which will appear at the end of this video. And thank you so much for joining me for this today. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.